Hey everyone, so this is Superman Lois Season 4, Episode 3, spoilers. So if you haven't seen it, there's going to be some information here that are important to watch. So let me know what you think, let me know what your thoughts are, but this episode was really, really heavy. Episode 2 ends with Superman's heart being crushed, and then we go into the Episode 3. It opens up with the morning, and they're all around the grave, which we realize later on who's the grave for, not actually Superman. Sam is looking for a serum, the same serum that was used in Bizarro, and we see more flashbacks about Sam's relationships with Lois, how he was against actually Superman marrying marrying Lois, excuse me, and how Sam was against it. Sam didn't want Lois to go through the heartaches that he knew that would come with marrying somebody such as Superman, especially somebody so powerful. Um, Jonathan loses his cool with Jordan, and Jonathan discovers he has powers, and now Jordan and Jonathan are having a little bit of different relationship. Jonathan is super excited, and Sam wants Jonathan to lead. Sam wants to train Jonathan more than actually he wanted Jordan. Jordan is get visit from the Lex Luthor, who then starts sowing seeds of doubt and starts planting these seeds of division between him and his family, and which later on Jordan goes to DOD to confront Lois and Jonathan. We get John Henry back and his daughter, and then they get hired by DOD, where they go into more briefing. Now they're becoming more prominent parts of the DOD. Sam has contingency plans for what he needs to do and what he's trying to do, and then we find out at the end what those contingency plans were. Excuse me. Lex is still trying to find his daughter. He is willing to basically do whatever it takes to get his daughter back. But Sam has promised Elizabeth not to give out her location or not to actually betray her and tell Lex where Elizabeth is. This ending, my goodness. I kind of realized this is going to be started kicking up the notch, but I didn't realize it's going to be this early. We get a little bit more flashbacks as far as their relationships, as far as Sam's relationship with Lois and Sam's relationship with Clark. They have Clark. Sam didn't want to give Clark blessing because he was trying to protect his daughter, and I understand that. But also, uh, Sam realized who Clark later on really is, and he realized that this is somebody who is going to protect Lois no matter what. Um, we come to find out at the end that the Doomsday is coming for Sam because Sam knows the location of Elizabeth, and the asset that was planted into DoD to be a double agent for Lex Luthor ends up shooting Sam, and Sam ends up taking a serum and injecting himself. Come to find out, because he injected himself, has a plan to take his heart and put it into Clark's, and that was the plan, and so right at the end, Clark opens his eyes, and that was I don't know how they're going to do this. I have no idea what they're going to go ahead and do with Clark now. Is he going to get bad? Is he going to be good? Is he going to become like Doomsday? What's going to happen? So there's a lot of these little unknowns that are left up in the air. Lex is brutal. Lex is not joking around. That scene where Doomsday crushes Sam is just heartbreaking. This whole episode was heartbreaking. There was a lot of moments of reflection. There was a lot of history there. That got shown how that relationship developed between Sam and Lois, and also we see more of Clark and in the flashbacks too, as somebody who really loved Lois, who fell in love, who wanted to marry her, and he wanted to spend the rest of his life with her. Um, Jordan is now feeling doubt because Lex Luthor showed him a tape where Lois chose Jonathan to live because Lois said that uh, Jordan has powers, and Jordan was not really understanding that, and he was really upset. And then so I don't know how their relationship is going to be between Jordan and Jonathan now, who also has powers. So now we have Jonathan who has powers. We have Jordan who has powers. We have Superman potentially waking up. We have John Henry coming back into the scene with his daughter. We have Uh, oh my goodness, we have Brainiac still in the back end. We have uh, Superman, which I have no idea what they're gonna do. So this is really, really gut wrenching episode. This episode was really, really tough, and we see just how much Lois is put through emotionally, physically, and also dealing on top of that, dealing with somebody such as Lex Luthor, who is on a warpath to get what he wants, and there is nothing that's going to go ahead and stop him. And so he's willing to utilize any resource, anything that he can do, just to get to the end goal of his. And so we still don't know if he's going to go ahead and continue down this warpath after he gets what he wants, or he's just in a state of mind where he needs to take over everything, and he's willing to eradicate anybody with the superpowers in order for him to be the most powerful one. Because I honestly think that the reason why he went for Jordan is because he feels threatened. He feels that he did this. That's his play, to play mental games, because he's much stronger. He's much more capable of those than Jordan is, and Jonathan and Lewis. But he knows that Lewis will give him run for his money as far as the mental games, and so he goes for the kids. Um, Unfortunately, yeah, Sam dies, and so I don't know if they're going to go bring him back. But my goodness, what an episode! Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are about this, because this was a really, really gut wrenching, and they are really pulling punches, and really punching us hard with this. And I know in a previous episode I said that Sam was the Brainiac knew where the location of Elizabeth, and he still might, but we know that Sam is protecting her, so we don't know who Elizabeth is quite yet. So hopefully she's gonna come into play. We're gonna get introduced to her as well. Um, this the awakening of Jonathan's powers. He was so excited because he's like, finally, I now can make a difference that I wanted to make, and he's willing to train, do it right, do it. Um, Go with the DoD, and he just wants to help. But he wants to do it the right way. So hopefully he stays down that path, because I think Jonathan and Jordan will either come to head at the end of the season, or they're going to band together, and they're going to go ahead and defeat the Doomsday with their dad. So um, their dad might be becoming a new Doomsday. They will have to fight. We don't know. We don't know how that's going to go ahead pan out. So if that's the case, that's going to be really, really tough to watch. And my goodness, it was nice to see Jonathan Henry also suit up again, fly around, kick some butt, which is great. And my goodness, what an episode. So let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. This is shaping up to be a really, really awesome end of the season, end of the series, and each episode is just cranking up more and more. Lex Luthor is brilliant. Um, the kids are starting to come into their own. Lewis performances. This was great. Um, Everybody in this is really giving it all they got, and you can see that. So let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. I really like that Doomsday is still beast. That it seems like the only person that can control it is Lex, and we don't know how is that still possible? Why does this thing not just losing its mind? Maybe because Lex is its creator. Maybe because it's realizing that Lex might be that father figure that the thing that Doomsday is relating to. But also Doomsday is a beast. Doomsday is just a menace. So I don't know how much reach Lex still has, and how much he's going to do as far as the damage, as far as the mental games that he's willing to play. So great job with this episode. I am looking forward to see the rest, and I cannot wait for the next one, because this is just getting cranked up to 10th. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are. Sorry for the spoilers if you haven't seen it yet again, but my goodness, I just watched it, and I figure I'm going to jump on and talk about it a little bit, so that way while it's still fresh in my brain. There's one thing I wanted to talk about also is the John Henry and his daughter have such a special relationship, and they're such a team. They're protecting each other. They are fighting together, and I like how brave she is. I like how she's not afraid to just step up and take the reins and really own who she is and her heritage, and that's such an awesome thing to do. John Henry is great in this, and I like that there was a plan that with the Sam's heart after he injected himself with the serum to possibly resurrect Superman, and that eye opening of the Superman in that state at Fortress of Solitude was really 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 awesome. So let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts are again, and thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to next episode. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of theories. There's going to be a lot of things that can come up with this, and so I'm looking forward to reading them. But I also am looking forward to see what they do for the rest of the series, because they're leaving a lot of things up in the air, how this is going to conclude before the new Superman comes out next year in July. So thank you very much for joining. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys at the episode 4.